It's time now for Focus. Today we're taking a closer look at what's proved to be one of the most contentious issues surrounding the Jungle migrant camp near Calais, the cases of the child migrants currently living there. Despite reassurances from French authorities, some child advocates predict that youngsters could fall into the hands of people traffickers, prostitution rings and violent gangs as this week's demolition of the jungle camp goes ahead. Catherine Norris-Trent and Karim Hakiki have filmed with some of the lone children at the jungle just days before the demolition began.
An afternoon in the Calais Jungle. 14-year-old Chund roams around the sprawling migrant camp. He came here 4 months ago from Afghanistan alone and lives in fear.
Jungle dangerous. Every time is fight. Yes, people is fight. People, Afghan is Afghan people, Sudan people is fight.
In a recent survey, nearly 1,300 people in the jungle came forward and declared themselves as unaccompanied minors. 95% of them, like Chund, are hoping to cross to Britain.
UK is very nice. France no good. Police problem, as people problem, as children you big problem. No the eating, no breakfast, no family, no hotel. Yeah, a problem. Go UK, inshallah.
Chund says he has a cousin in London, but that doesn't qualify him for a family reunification transfer. Only children with immediate family there, parents, brothers or sisters, aunts or uncles, are being considered. So he carries on trying to cross illegally, hidden on the back of a lorry.
Every night go, I try again. But police no chance problem. The jungle finish, later but me go UK.
The NGO Médecins Sans Frontières fears unaccompanied minors could disappear without trace when the jungle's demolished, putting them in even more danger.
Some of them will probably try and stay in the northern parts of France so that they can try and enter Britain. So they'll probably settle in migrant squats or makeshift camps. They'll become more and more vulnerable to violence, to smuggler networks. We're very worried about that.
This is the Provisional Reception Center. Here we created 1,500 spaces in containers to shelter some of the migrants.
French authorities had worked to make conditions better in the jungle, moving some migrants into dry accommodation in January this year. Now they've promised to provide secure places to stay for all the lone children of the jungle, while their fate is decided.
For those minors who don't have family links in the United Kingdom, there are two possibilities. Either they can claim asylum here in France and stay, or they could be transferred to Britain under the terms of a procedure which, in the best interests of the child, means they can be taken legally into the UK. That's one of the main points on which we're now working on with the British authorities.
That procedure is known as the Dubs Amendment. It says the UK has a moral responsibility to help refugee children in Europe. But so far, none have been helped under that rule. But almost every day now, a dozen or so children with proven family links are transported legally to Britain. Once identified, they pass through a safe house in the Calais region. It's a slow process.
Of the 1,290 people who said they were minors, only around 20% reported having a family member in the UK that we can identify. It's been difficult for us to track down and check their family links in the UK. But we'll continue working on this matter until the French and British authorities ask us to stop. But for the time being, we're going to carry on with this procedure.
Inside, we meet Nissar from Afghanistan. It's a big day for the 17-year-old. He's about to be reunited with his father in Brighton, England, whom he hasn't seen since he was 2 years old. He's still coming to terms with the prospect.
I'm feeling very happy because I look my father in world is first good and honey thank his father and mother. If I will look my father, I'm feeling very happy and very exciting.
In the future, Nissar dreams of becoming a doctor.
First, my dream is I will in future make a good student and I will complete my studies and everything and I make a new life and good life.
Full of hope and plans, Nissar and 2 other Afghan teenagers start their journey to Britain.
Are you happy?
Happy.
It's just over 40 kilometres across the sea, but still far out of reach for many of the unaccompanied minors in Calais.